Sorry about this. Doing the best we can, folks. All right, we're back. We are back. YouTube just cut me off. Now everyone that we had is gone, and we have to reacquire, folks. But this is the nature of what we're doing, right? We were talking about jazz. Sorry about, and I'm kind of. I mean, the folks that were asking the questions aren't here anymore, so it's kind of pointless to continue. But we were doing plenty of talking. I suggest we start playing. Let's play a little more, actually. Let's do that. We had a stream going, it got cut off, so this is a brand new stream. So we need folks to come back. So I'm just going to start playing, okay? Let's play. Okay. More drumming. What just happened here? Let's see, we got some comments, but we've got a donation here that says, am I reading that right? I don't want to say it in case I'm not reading it right, but I guess everyone can see it. Do you guys see that? Am I reading that right? Does it say 20? Does it say $20? Does it say 20,000? I don't want to say it and then I'm mistaken, but man, whatever the donation is, thank you. Thank you very much for the support. Ezekiel Korn? Is that? Well, I guess we'll see. But man, whatever that donation is, thank you. We had another stream going, and it got cut off, and so I lost everybody, and then I just started another one, and and that's what this is. So thanks for tuning in, folks. My name is Steve Holmes, and we're live streaming from Los Angeles. And yeah, it's been a long, challenging week, and so we're getting things out of our system. We're just drumming and having fun and all of that. But man, this donation, I mean, I guess everyone can see it. It says 20,000, but I don't know if that is what it says it is. Obviously, I'm not just taking it on face value because it's so much. I mean, I had to restart YouTube. Okay, let's get back to the top of the comments. We'll get to the bottom of that donation. More reading questions from the laptop. Yes, slide the DOS. Oh man, that's so funny, you guys. Slide the DOS. These YouTube names are crazy. Absolute maniacs in the chat. The cult of Steve grows ever stronger. Yeah, in the old drum room, we would do these streams, and I would always be like, hey, I would used to stream from my iPhone, but I would read the comments from the laptop, and so I kept telling people that because I felt bad that I wasn't like looking into the camera, and so it kind of became a joke where it's like, hey, we're reading questions from the laptop. So I appreciate that. What headphones are you using? These are just strictly for ear protection. These are Studio Cans made by Metrophone. I don't even think I bought these. I got them from someone else, but they work great. But I also have a pair of the Vic Firths, like literally behind the laptop. I mean, I think they all work great, really. I mean, these work great, but you know, there's other ones. And so I'm not like endorsed by these guys or anything. Let's see. I sent you $5 question for YouTube, took my money, and I had to restart YouTube. So yeah, I'm going to show that comment. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know. Like literally, the stream just cut off. We were doing a stream earlier. I didn't end it. It ended by itself. We were talking about jazz though. Ezekiel Korn. Yes. Play the Blejdas. Yes, I played a bunch of Blejdas. Killer as usual, says Julian Fernandez. Thank you, Julian from House of Drumming. Oh my God, what a style. Bob Kitt says the kit sounds great. Thank you. And then Ezekiel with the big donation. We need to find out if that donation is legit or not. I mean, I certainly don't want to seem unappreciative if it is. I guess we'll see. In the chat revenue, it says $5. So I don't think it's dollars. It's I don't know what it is. We'll see. Let's see. Gal Pardado, do you have a good and unique grooves do you learn for when they ask you to play Bossa Nova? Something that fits over blue bossa and girl from Ipanema is this. I wonder if this is a joke. Oh, I see. Google 20,000 COP to USD. Yeah, it's not even close. Yeah, that's okay. Well, I mean, I don't know what 20,000 COP. Let's see. Let's Google it. This is why I didn't want to like jump the gun and make a fool out of myself, you know. And being like, oh my God, $20,000. Oh, it's $5, $5 US dollars. Hey man, support is support. A donation is a donation. And so now we know to trust the YouTube chat revenue out because it says it. So we'll take it. We'll take the points, you guys. It's not about the dollar amount. It's about the support, and I appreciate all support. Great work, Steve. Really enjoy that big mix of influence there. Thank you, Bob. Gal Pardo was talking about Man, a basic bossa nova, like if you Google that, you're going to get so many answers. And my answer will not be different. I mean, a basic bossa nova, for folks that are asking, I mean, I guess there's no reason to not show it. But let me preface with the fact that I'm not like a Latin or Brazilian drum expert. I know like the American jazz version of the bossa nova, which is like straight eights on the ride or the hi-hat and the bass drum playing kind of like a slow samba groove. So let's do a basic bossa nova, and then we'll start to deviate from it, and then before you know it, we'll be blowing all kinds of stuff over it, and then we'll go back to the bossa nova for fun, okay? Okay, so overplaying American version, American LA version, like, oh man, don't do that on the gig. But I do kind of like that kind of, you know, fluffy kind of no backbeat, but still conveying like kind of cool 16th notey phrases between bass drum and ride and hi-hat and that kind of thing. That's actually good for jazz and for other grooves, like stomping the hi-hat and then 3 notes like with you know, the hands together, right? We have the talkie mic on, so we'll do it soft, like. Right, it's good to practice that like at different tempos, right? So if you're doing like a fast kind of samba thing, like, you know, and then you just start doing singles. Oh, here's more breakdown. There's another 100,000 COP. So we're up to $30. Hey, we'll take it, man. Thank you again, Ezekiel Corn. 3 notes and this. You know, and if you do that like over 16ths or triplets, right, like the, and then the bass drum too, right? Sorry, I forgot the talk mic is on, so the drums are really loud. I'll try to play quiet. Right, so literally improvising between this and this while keeping this going on the quarter note, right? That's kind of fun. And then doing the same thing, but using the left foot instead of the right foot as that, you know, the voice with the improvisation. And then you get the buzz in there, right? We love the buzz, like the chick before the buzz. I'll slow it down, right? not stopping the right hand, not stopping the right hand. So you want to be able to keep that kind of soft flowing thing going while the time, you know, isn't interrupted, you know, but there's no backbeat, there's no boom chick, it's just kind of this kind of, you know, I want to say bossa, but it's just straight eighth. It's like low straight eighth and 16th note-y phrasing, you know. The YouTube dashboard is telling me that, let's see, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Sorry guys, things are a little choppy. I wonder if that has anything to do with my wife watching 4K Netflix in the next room. Let's see. Some linear stuff today. Okay. Thank you for the donations, guys. We did a really long stream earlier, and then we did this one too. It seems like we're back. So I'm going to improvise a little bit more, and anyone that has any questions, you can post them, and when we come back to the questions, we'll see what we can do, okay? But I'm going to resume. Been messing around with like different paradiddle combinations and stuff, and just kind of using that to get the limbs moving and try to come up with cool phrases. So that's an ongoing process that I'm working on. Just kind of like paradiddle, like kind of thing, and just keep the hat going and kind of experiment with different phrases with that. So any questions, put them in the chat and we'll come back to it and see what we can do, okay? Thanks for hanging out. My name's Steve Holmes. Okay. It's Saturday, you guys. We're just, we're just drumming. We're just drumming, talking about drumming. Paradiddles, pyramids, pickle of... Break down the fill at 4:03 of 7 days live in Oslo. I'd have to look at it, actually. Chances are it's a variation of paradiddles. Let's see. Audio is the best ever from your live streams. Awesome. Oh, Bobby Vincent. Hey, come on in. My wife's here. Just 1 second. What's going on? I'm muted. Is everything okay? I'm in here too long? It's just, no? Okay. Okay, I love you. Okay. All right. Wife's just checking on me. Her movie's over. Let's see. Can you show us a couple combinations of foot and toms? Says Giancarlo. I can't say your last name. I'm sorry. With foot and toms, maybe. Any life hacks for stopping the hi-hat from slipping forward on a crappy stage? No, not really. Find something heavy and put it in front of it. Get some duct tape. Ask for help. Don't use your hi-hat. Those are my answers. Let's see. Jonathan Free says, lovely. Thank you, Bobby Vincent. That was like a... Okay, we're talking about the donations. Yeah, we're donating in different currency types, and so it seems like it's more like for USD it's like $5. Or so far we've made $30 actually, which I really appreciate. Anyone that's interested in supporting the stream, hit that super button, hit the smiley button, and I'm trying to figure out like I have an old iPhone and I need to like use that as another camera. I spent some time trying to get that working today, but I got impatient. I just wanted to play, so I stopped. But yeah, we need to hang some stuff up back here, some curtains and lights, and get some more cameras going. So if anyone's interested in supporting the channel for that purpose, that would be great. Let's see, extend your spikes. Yeah, we're talking about hi-hat moving. Let's see. Just see things. I love drums every day of the week. Love your teachings. Thank you, Jonathan. The old ball and chain. What? No. She's not a ball and chain. You guys are funny. Man, you're giving me all kinds of ideas here. Thank you. Nice phrasing. Yes, Jonathan, you're welcome. It's fun. It's fun coming up with like different accents and stuff. And it's funny because I started with that last time. I started doing like paradiddles over, basically like over 30 seconds, but kind of at a slow tempo. And I may have mentioned this before, but it's worth mentioning again. This is a cool idea, you guys. Check this out. I was working on paradiddles for 30-second note purposes. Right, and then it occurred to me, I've mentioned this before, it occurred to me that you can use paradiddles to kind of jumpstart some cool phrasing using like 16-note triplets, right? Not just like 16th or 30-second notes, right? Like groups of 4, 8, and 2, etc. Like if you take it down to triplets, right? 16-note triplets, which is like 6 notes per quarter note. And my process is usually I'll learn like one phrase, and then I'll just start varying that phrase, and it ends up branching out to all kinds of variations, right? So check this out. The basic like 6/8 accent thing, right? If you're playing over triplets, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? A lot of people are familiar with that. I started playing that phrase over top of 16-note triplets, but using like paradiddles. And I'm sorry, I don't know the sticking. I'll do my best to try to demonstrate the sticking. But the point is, I wanted to play that phrase using paradiddles over triplets, right? So it's like 2 paradiddles. So we're playing over 16-note triplets. Paradiddle, paradiddle, sorry. Okay, paradiddle, paradiddle. All right, there's a paradiddle. Followed by 2 more single paradiddles. Right, actually 1 single paradiddle and then a paradiddle diddle, right? So it's paradiddle, 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 diddle. I'm pretty sure that's it. One. Right, so you can figure out the sticking, but that phrase just kind of jumpstarts some things. And then what I do is, like, you really want to maximize this and get the most out of it. And so you start playing, the sticking stays the same, but you start putting the accent on different parts of the kit, right? Like so. And then I'll start varying it. That's another thing you can do to kind of just jumpstart this. Is like you're playing 16-note triplets, just play the straight paradiddles, right? And that'll accent quarter note triplets, right? Every fourth 16th note triplet is the quarter note triplet, right? So that sounds like this. And you just kind of use that to jumpstart things, right? You just want to get comfortable with that sticking, and what I'm doing is I'm literally improvising with those accents. I'm not thinking about like paradiddles or sticking anymore. I'm just trying to play what's in my head, and what's in my head is like, you know, I'll just play, right? So you can see towards the end there, like mixing and matching with what we're talking about, like 16-note triplets with paradiddles, but also like straight, you know, switching to 16ths, you know, you know, it's just like that's the benefit of getting familiar and getting good at improvising over those different subdivisions, is like mixing and matching, and this never stops stomping the quarter note, right? So yeah, paradiddles over 16-note triplets. Super fun. All right, so there doesn't seem to be a lot of questions left. Let's see. Thanks for the inspiration. Haven't practiced in years, and you've helped me want to sit at the kit and actually practice. Yeah, man. Says DRM Drums. Happy to help. Sit down, practice, get something out of it. You know, once it's not like just an academic exercise, like that's the thing. It's like anything. Like if you enjoy doing what you're doing, it's not going to feel like work, and next thing you know, like 3 hours have gone by, you know, because you're actually enjoying it. And so I'd be hard pressed to find a drummer that's good that doesn't enjoy playing drums, you know? Otherwise you're a musical sociopath. Let's see. Five strokes mix as Buddy R, says Bob. 5-stroke mix as Buddy R. Buddy R. Who's Buddy R? Just kidding. Buddy Rich, 5-stroke. Look, I don't know anything about like what Buddy Rich played. I can tell you my favorite things with 5-stroke rolls really quick. And this is actually cool stuff, you guys, with my use of the 5-stroke roll, which kind of comes from like marching band roots, actually, like high school marching band. Mainland Mustangs in Linwood, New Jersey. Charlie Dreher was our percussion instructor. He taught me so much about rudimental drumming and stuff. But if you play hand-to-hand triplets and accent the downbeat, taka da taka da taka da, and then you double those middle two notes, that's kind of what jump-started the 5-stroke roll for me. So again, hand-to-hand triplets, accenting the downbeat, but you double the middle two, right? Okay, so we're doing over triplets there, but and I kind of went into this a little at the end, but if you play that same idea over 16th notes, then it's like you can really get a lot out of this, right? So you're accenting every third 16th note, and you're doubling those two notes in the middle. But because you're accenting every third 16th note, you have to know what's going on there. So every third 16th note is the dotted eighth. Dotted eighth is 4/3, which means that for every 3/4 notes, you're playing an even 4 notes. And if you're in 4/4, that's going to go over the bar line. It's going to go over the bar line 3 bars before it resolves, right? Because if you're playing an even amount of notes, if you're playing 16th notes, however many notes you're accenting, that's how many bars it takes to resolve. If you accent every third 16th, it takes 3 bars to resolve back to 1. By resolve back to 1, I mean that the accent will not fall on 1 again until like 3 bars. If you accent every 5th 16th note and you start on 1, you're not going to accent 1 again until for 5 bars, right? So that's kind of an easy way to remember it. So getting back to the 5-stroke roll over 16th notes, just play 16th notes and accent every third, right, with no doubles yet, right? So for like 1 E and F, E and F, E and F. So if you get that going and you start playing doubles for those middle 2 notes, then it sounds like super cool. I remember the first time I heard that, I was like, wait, what? Okay, 5-stroke rolls over 8th note triplets and also over 16th notes, right? Super cool. That's a classic example. One of the things that's like, a lot of people can do it, but they don't get out of it like what you can get out of this stuff. You know, they don't like maximize its potential, you know, because they do like the old checklist drumming where it's like, well, I can do it. I don't need to do that anymore. Okay. I think that might be a good time to call it. So thanks. Thanks for hanging out, folks. We did like a little double stream today because we got cut off. We'll probably be back next weekend. I don't know, Saturday or Sunday. I need to start getting a little more consistent with this. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the questions. I love drumming. I love talking about drumming, and so this is a great way for me to kind of, you know, unwind on the weekends. So that's it. See you guys next weekend. I'll just play a little bit more, and then we'll call it. Okay. All right. Thanks for hanging out. My name's Steve Holmes. See you guys next weekend.